Yo, what is up, YouTube? Today we are on my beautiful 2017 KTM Super Duke R. This thing is insane. Without further ado, let's get on this bike and take it out for a rip. Ooh, listen to that thing. So if you guys have been following the channel, you guys know I come from a long line of motorcycles. I started on a 200, moved to a Harley, then a SV650, then eventually got into sport bikes. My GSXR 600, then my 1000, then went back to my 600, then a 750, and now we're on this beast. This bike is actually nicknamed the Beast from KTM, which speaks to its character. This bike is a V-twin 1,301 cc's. I've never felt a motorcycle like this before. And the reason behind that is because it has approximately, this is off the top of my head, this may be wrong, 170 horsepower and 100 foot-pounds of torque. That is the most insane thing I've ever listed before. To put that into perspective, I think a GSXR 1000, which I came from, had around the same horsepower, but I think only maybe 80 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is just constantly trying to take your face off. If you ask it to. If you ask it to, it'll take your face off. But I am low on gas. It says we have 40 miles of range left, so I'm gonna top off real quick. $6.81 a gallon. Let's see how much we can get with this. Holy moly, $30. Man. So not only is this bike extremely powerful, probably one of the fastest bikes on the road at any given time, it is extremely comfortable. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my arms are nice and wide. I'm not leaning forward or anything. I'm sitting basically straight up. My legs aren't even tucked too far behind me. It's relatively comfortable. I'm 5'11", if that makes any difference for anyone. It's extremely comfortable. It has cruise control. It has different power modes. With the click of a button, I can go down to here and look. It's hard to see because my phone's in the way, but I have sport mode, street mode, rain mode, and track mode. Basically, sport mode lets the front wheel up just a little bit, lets you do a little bit of rear skidding. Street mode doesn't let the front wheel come up, doesn't let your rear wheel lock up at all, but still gives you basically all the power. Rain mode is basically dumbing down the power to 100 horsepower or so. So if I do get stuck in the rain, I'm not worried about torquing myself off the bike at all. So track mode is basically balls to the walls. You can take wheelie control up and do as big as wheelies as you want. You can put launch control on so you can launch. You have engine slip management, you have rear wheel slip management, you have ABS modes. You can put this in supermoto mode, which basically allows you to do wheelies, burnouts, skids, whatever you want. That's my boy Ronnie. Hell yeah. How do you know it was me though? No one knows I have this bike. How does he know it was me though? Anyways, yeah, this thing has a lot of actual like technologically advanced stuff on it. So we can see all our normal stuff here. We have fuel range, ABS, oil temp, fuel. Oh, I have fuel range twice. That's a new one. I have my ride modes. I have my ABS and wheelie control. I have service and TPMS. I have Bluetooth, shift light, clock, quick shifter, DRLs, audio, my setup. Yeah, you have literally everything you could ask for on this bike. quick shifter does make a difference. I've never had a quick shifter before, and it's actually so nice, especially when you're in the canyons and constantly downshifting and upshifting. The shifts are set to 0.65 milliseconds, so as you can imagine, pretty fast. And as crazy as this bike is, don't get me wrong, it is crazy. It is extremely controllable. I mean, you literally don't want to go fast, you just cruise. Compared to like my GSXRs, those things are off or on the gas, you know? You can't just cruise around and have a nice day. This is so comfortable. You could literally commute on this bike. Stop right here and show you guys the exhaust real quick. Modification wise, we have this extra cage right here, GB racing cage. I did already put a catless downpipe on it, and a power commander, and a tune. The guy already had the Austin Racing on it, and it sounds pretty crazy. It's insanely loud. Has Brembos on it, stock from factory, and the guy that I bought it from put all these orange bits all over, which look super sick actually. I don't mind them too much. I'm usually not too much of an orange guy, but this bike, it just works. What are you gonna do? You got a KTM, you go orange. WP suspension front and rear, and CRG bar end mirrors. Pretty sick. I got these nice tucked up blinkers on the front and rear, which actually, they work pretty good. Look at that. You can tell I have an emergency. Let's get on this thing. Let's go show you guys the launch control. Come on. Who cares about all this mumbo jumbo? Let's go show you guys launch control. And this bike is super nimble. I've taken it out to the twisties a few times, which you guys will see in a couple videos from now. And it just handles like a dream. By no means is it the fastest track bike out there, but I guarantee you no one is having as much fun as me. There's no way. When you twist your wrist on this thing, it is just instant torque throwing you to the back seat. Jeez Louise. Now we got a little spot. The way you use launch control is we go here to our favorites, we go to track mode, we go to anti-wheelie on, and launch control on. Now we come to a stop, we pull on the clutch in first gear, and we move forward a little bit so we're not in a crack, and we pin it, and then we hold on. All right, let's do it. Even anti-wheelie couldn't stop that launch. I have anti-wheelie on, you guys saw that. Oh my gosh, and that thing was just hopping up. This bike is different. Alright, let's do it one more time. Let's try to get a good send in it though this time. This bike is so crazy. I love this thing. Literally my favorite bike I've ever purchased. This beats my Gixxer 1000 by a mile. Sorry if I'm getting loud, guys. Enough horsing around. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty. First off, plans for this bike. I have the catless mid pipe. I have a tune and a power commander. Next on the table is to get a high flow intake from Rottweiler Performance, and then I also want to get a dyno tune after the fact. Second thing, I did film a video of me installing all of the modifications to this bike. That'll be up next Friday. And third and lastly, this is going to be my main bike. This is what you guys are going to see way more of. I'm going to be filming on this thing basically all the time. I still have my other GSXR 600, but that one's mainly if I'm going to go to meets and shows. Mainly shows rather than meets. So this is more of my having fun, going to the canyons, track days in the future, and just hooniging around with the guys. But that's all. I'm going to be doing more modifications to this bike, so be ready for that in the future. Hit me up if you guys know a good dyno tuner, especially in the 209. I want to support local. I have a how-to video to install the catless mid pipe next Friday, just as a little how-to. And lastly, get used to this bike, because you guys are going to see it a lot more. As always, thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your day to watch this. I really appreciate it. Keep two wheels down. Peace.